8 of 10 from 3 for the game. He had 28 points. Warriors up 13. Lakers' largest halftime deficit at home this season. Fourth quarter down. Warriors up 8. Butler, he had 11. Golden State up 11. Less than 7 to go. Lakers down 13. LeBron James trying to bring him back. He was 5 for 8 from 3. He had 33 points. It's a 10-point game. Under 6 to go. Same score. Curry tries to get it to Butler, but it's a turnover. Lakers in transition. Austin Reeves went cuckoo in the fourth quarter. He was 9 of 16 from 3 for the game. He had 31 points. Just over 2 minutes to go. Warriors up 7. Curry, 4 for 11 from 3. He had 37 to lead all scorers, back up to a 10-point game. Moments later, though, on the other end, LeBron James. 3 for him. It's back to a 7-point game. Final minute, Lakers down 9. Reeves, again, 6-point game. Less than 30 to go. Warriors up 5. Lakers get the steal from LeBron James. They swing it to Dorian Finney-Smith. Open, but can't knock it down. They tip it back out. Scramble for the ball. Curry's going to wind up with it. And the Warriors hang on to win it. They are within a game of L.A. for the 4th spot in the West. Was that David Beckham? I believe it was. And this is Steph Curry.
Steph, one of your favorite things this time of year is to say, you always like to say, you just want a chance. You guys just want to be involved in the playoffs and just have a chance to go get your 5th ring with Jimmy, with the way the young guys like Kuminga and Brandon is playing. Mentality-wise, the starter franchise player, how do you feel like your chances are this year to try to get that 5th ring?
Step 1 is get a playoff series. Step 2 is to try to win 4 games and then figure it out from there. So where we were 2 months ago, 11th seed, and really struggling to find an identity, that's where that kind of comment comes out, because, you know, the way that we're playing right now is reflective of what Jimmy's brought to us, but to the question of, you know, BP, Moses, JK, you know, Looney, Gee, Buddy, everybody, you know, QP who's in the rotation and really helping us. All those guys are understanding what winning basketball is and how it doesn't matter what it looks like, just compete, you know, have confidence when you're out there on the floor. And I think we've understood with a shorter rotation and more consistent rotation that we, you know, how the pieces fit. So it's, you know, again, a lot of work to do, but I like where we're at right now.
Hey, Steph, after the trade went down, besides just relying on your guys' talent, what do you think you and Jimmy did to make the chemistry as good as it can be?
I wish I had something sexier to tell you other than we just play basketball. It wasn't really hard. Styles are very complementary. It's interesting, you learn somebody who you watched from afar, played against for a long time. You understand why they've won and how they've elevated teams everywhere they've been. It doesn't matter what the stat sheet looks like. He's, you know, such a connector and has an amazing presence on both ends of the floor, makes the right play. And the vibe of what our team is right now is not what he's done, not only what he's done for me, Draymond, you know, in terms of, you know, a superstar doing what he does, but he's elevated everybody else, and that's a big deal.
37 for Curry, 33 for LeBron James, and there's always a good chance they're going to put on a show when they face off. Thursday marked the 11th time they had a dueling 30-point showdown, including playoffs. That's tied for the second most games by a pair of active players.
Cherish it.
3-point fourth quarter lead. They got it down to 5, but they couldn't get over the hump. The Dubs bench outscored the Lakers bench 26-7. LeBron, 33 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. Austin Reeves, 31 points, 6 rebounds. Rui, 24.6 rebounds. Luka had 19 points on 6 of 17 shooting, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. In the first half, Pods outscored Luka and LeBron. He had 22. They combined for 16. I think the difference in this ball game, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, and I know you watched it, was the bench. The bench production. One team bench gave them 26 because you kind of got, okay, Steph had 37, but LeBron gave you 33. And then when you factor in Austin Reeves, okay, so that's a push. Now Jimmy Butler and Draymond, Luka kind of offset them. But so if you get offset, now where is that production going to come from? And you see the Golden State Warriors bench, they outscored the Lakers bench by 19, and the difference in the ball game, I think, was what, 7 points, 123 to 116. When you watch this ball game, what did you like or what didn't you like from what you saw in this ball game?
First off, when I seen Bron come in with them purple overalls, man, I knew it was gonna be some trouble. What
He came to work. You say he coming to work today?
hey, but I thought it was a great game, man. They got off to a hot start. Both teams was on fire to start the game. And yeah, it came down to the bench. And that's kind of what it's gonna be like in the playoffs. You know, that game gonna kind of slow down a little bit. And I like what the Warriors got. They got a bunch of guys over there, man, who ain't scared to take the big shot, make big plays, and create big opportunities. So they came into LA with it on their mind tonight.
Because normally the Lakers have had their way with the Warriors over the last several years.
Yeah.
They've had LeBron has been sensational. He was sensational again tonight. What was he, 10 or 15? He didn't take a whole lot of shots. He was very, very efficient. I thought sometimes, Joe, he overpassed the ball. And I think if you watch him now, he starts the game in pass mode. He's not looking to attack. He's looking, okay, Austin, you go do your thing. Okay, Luka, you do your thing. He's not in a mode where he's like, okay, I can go get mine. And if you go back and look, say, the last 7, 8 games, the first half, he has not played well. Most of the time, he's under double digits in the first half. And then he picks it up as he goes. This was by far the best game that he's played since that injury. Me seeing it. And I watch all the games, Joe. But I thought this was his best game. The second half, he became aggressive. He wasn't aggressive to start with. 25 points in the second half. I think he had 14 in the third quarter, 11 in the 11 in the fourth quarter. But what did you like about what you saw from LeBron tonight, as opposed the previous night coming back from this injury?
Yeah, this seemed like it was probably the best game he's had since his injury. He was in pretty good rhythm. But yeah, he does. It seems like he kind of comes out a little unselfish early to kind of get those guys in rhythm and get them going. And sometimes it kind of hurts him kind of late.
Takes him out of his rhythm.
He's too unselfish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I seen him. He did the same thing today. And it's like in the second half, he felt like, okay, I got to give us something in order for us to win. But yeah, I think sometimes with him being a little too unselfish, I think it kind of, hurts his rhythm. Because in basketball, bro, the scores, and I know he do a lot of things for the Lakers, a lot of good things for him as well. Scoring is a rhythm game. You know what I mean? So it's hard to just, with him coming out, he may have 10, 12 assists in the first half, but offensively, he don't have a rhythm to get his own, and it takes him a little while.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, you don't think somebody like LeBron that's experienced as LeBron, he can't come into a game and facilitate first, knowing that the games he's had previously, he hasn't been the LeBron that we're used to seeing. He can't come into a game and facilitate and allow the game to come to him instead of being aggressive out front?
Man, I think Bron know he can do whatever he wants at this point. Right. Honestly, I think he know he has another level or two he's gonna have to go, especially when the playoffs start. Right now, they just trying to finish the season, obviously get great seeding, but he knows when the playoffs start, we're gonna see a whole different LeBron. We're gonna have to.
I think the difference is now, though, Ocho, you say, can he just facilitate? But now he has another ball handler. So where it was just him and Austin Reeves, now he's going to get his shots. Now you got Luka. Luka's going to get 20-plus shots tonight. Austin Reeves wants somewhere between 15 and 20 shots tonight. There's only so many shots can go around. So where he could normally get his rhythm, because he knows he's going to be able to get those shots, now Luka and Austin Reeves, because he's coming into his own, they're cutting into that. So he can't wait like he once could to just go get his shot, because they're going to come few and far between. Because now, if Luka gets going, now you're not going to get any shots because you don't want to take him out of his rhythm. We've seen Austin Reeves get going. You don't want to take him out of his rhythm. And the farther they get going and stay in their rhythm, the farther you get removed from being in your rhythm. So it gets harder and harder as we get older. And now he has two guys that can take up some of the scoring slack. What do you think about that, Joe?
I agree. I think tonight with Austin Reeves and everybody getting off to such a great start, he kind of fed off that. That's kind of he goes real into real passing mode, and he just keeps feeding them until they kind of cool off, and then that's when he tries to pick up. And I think that's the thing that kind of hurts him from time to time. But like I said, man, when the playoffs start, it's going to be a whole totally different ball game. I'm looking forward to it.
But what did you like about what you saw from Steph? Because Steph, he saw Pods have it going early. He didn't force anything. Now all of a sudden he's putting the ball in front. You got to try to run him off the three. He knows you're going to try to run him off the three. So now he has the ability to sidestep you, still get off the three, or put the ball on the floor and get to the rim. Even though he's not an above the rim player, he's magic around the basket.
Yeah.
He don't have to be above the rim player because he shoots so great from the outside that if he raises his eyebrow, you're going to jump. So he knows that. He knows that. So his in-between game is so good, whether he's shooting floaters or whether he's dishing to Draymond for easy layups or spraying out to Moody for three. So, you know, he has the defense in a hucklebuck. And if you don't run out there with some emphasis or some urgency, you know it's going in.
Yeah.
And also, if you think about it, he and Draymond, because they shoot so many threes, they're a better rebounding team than you think, even though they're small. Because they get up so many threes and the ball's coming off everywhere and guys are scrambling